All right, I guess we're clocked in. Hey, what's going on, party people? Now, if this is your first time here, welcome. It's definitely a great pleasure having you in here. Now, I go by the name of Leslie. I am a spiritual healer. And essentially, what I do as a spiritual healer is that I help you to become Christ like, Buddha like, Krishna like. And what all of that means, pretty much, is that I help you to become fully developed as a human being. And you do so by embracing both your emotions and your intellect. And I mean, well, there's so many different aspects to it, but in essence, that's pretty much what I do. Now, the way that I help you to attain that level of understanding is through you embracing both your emotions and your intellect. So, in other words, I help you to become mentally and emotionally balanced. And that's important for you to become a fully developed human being because it helps you to have the deepest inner vision. I give you that 20/20. I give you the sight that is necessary for you to see what's around you, or even for you to be you. But anyway, let me stop. I can easily get with some bullshit, but just so you know too, if this is your first time, this is what we do here. We have fun. This is each one teach one. This is me breaking bread with you. This is hopefully not our last supper, but definitely a great supper, right? And it could be the last one too. I mean, not in terms of the end, but in terms of everyone is going to be the last one. It's going to be spoken for itself. But anyway, I'm saying way too much here. So that's, in essence, that's what I do. Now, how I go about helping you to become mentally and emotionally balanced. Well, first, to be emotionally balanced, let's talk about that for a second. But before we even talk about that, let's just talk about why is it important for you to see the bigger picture. In essence, the idea of you to be fully developed, it's you seeing the big picture. Meaning you have the ability to look at yourself from an emotional perspective as well as from a mental perspective. And to have both of those different aspects of you coming together and to allow you to see the bigger picture. We all have witnesses or have witnessed and seen people, let's just say, who are emotionally not balanced. When you see that, for the most part, you could be mad or you may be in love, depending on what your circumstances are. But at that particular moment, you don't see certain things that are right in front of you. But yet you're not blind. You know what I'm saying? Nor are you stupid. But because you're not emotionally developed or fully developed, then you were able to miss certain things. And this is what you see pretty much when you have some people that are saying, now fuck your emotions. Because being emotional, I didn't see this. But if I was being intellectual or mental, now I'm able to see that. So I'm saying that to say your emotions, if it's not balanced, if you're not emotionally balanced, you're not going to see the full picture. Now, to the people who are saying, okay, fuck your emotions now, I'm just going to be mental, I'm letting you know now that you are just as much, you're going to be as close-sighted as the person who didn't see as much as that person who's not emotionally balanced, who couldn't see the things that's in front of them, as you suppressing your emotions and claiming to use just your intellect, you're going to be as worse as that person. In fact, when we talk about toxicity, just so you guys understand, the very essence of toxic is people that are removing their emotions. Because when you have some emotions and when you use your emotions to help your intellect, the way that works is help you to see it a little bit further. It expands your sight. But in just a second, I'll be talking about spirituality too. But the crazy thing about this is, as I'm even talking about this is also revealing what spirituality is all about. because spirituality is pretty much revealing you, how you work. So what we're saying is, in so many words, we all kind of like living life blindly, and then we started going through some shit, and then now you're developing a different sight. This is why this world is being considered as a world of illusion. And I think I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself here, but I guess since we're talking about illusion, what that simply means, just so you guys know, is that the world that you're looking at, there is more to it than what it appears to you. For instance, you can't look at somebody or know who somebody is by what they look like. Sure, now, certain things that you wear could be a reflection of who you are. Like, that this is why I wear this shit. As I understand what I am, it becomes part of my personality. I'm able to reflect that. Yes. But understand this is a reflection. But I'm saying that to say, for you to know who somebody is, it takes more than what they look like. And that goes for everybody. This is why, all your pastors, your preachers, you think they were used to be, you know what I'm saying? Then you figure out that's what they did. Yeah. That's exactly what they did. They fucked your wife, or they fucking little boys, whatever. Like, again, this is for educational purposes. I'm not trying to point the finger. I'm trying to tell you the world that you're living in, to have a deeper understanding of that and what illusion is. Just like, the whole idea of the lady in the red dress, if you see The Matrix, it's not to criticize women. No, it's to let you know that women represent a big illusion, meaning just because she got a fat ass or she looked great doesn't mean she's a good woman. Do you see what I'm saying? So that's why, in that sense, women are always used as an illusion. Because for a lot of us men, the first thing you see is what? Well, for most people, is their asses, whatever the fuck. Then you have to train yourself to look beyond that. And that's what I help you with. And that's what it means to live in a world of illusion. You always thought you knew somebody until they do certain things. So what they do now, and then now you're like, oh, that's who you are. So I'm saying that to say, to all of us, even the reality, the air that you're breathing and everything that we come across, when we call it an illusion, actually the Indians came out with this world, with this word, which technically means Maya, which is the world of illusion. Because a lot of people always say fake. I wouldn't call it fake. Because to say fake, you're implying there's something real. Like, when you look at a girl, she's looking nice and all that doesn't mean she's fake. It means there's more to her. Now, if you choose to only go by her beauty, now that's on you. But that doesn't mean she's fake. Like, would you want her to appear like the devil that she is? Possibly, but she's still that. But anyway, I don't want to delve too much into that. But the point that I'm trying to get you to see is that the reality that we're living in, there is more to it than what it appears to be. And that's what makes it an illusion. And that's what the definition of this world being an illusion is. So, I wanted you to see, okay, so there was a prostitute that was brought to Jesus, right? According to the law, the mental, the logic, this is what you do. But by Jesus using a little bit of emotion, by telling them, whichever one of you without sin, you cast the first stone, that was to get them to see, hey, listen, man, none of us here is perfect. Why are you trying to penalize this woman when you're not even perfect yourself? See, that's a greater understanding that comes with emotions. So I'm saying that to say, I don't want you to get the misunderstanding of emotions being weak, because that's what a lot of people see. And what I'm trying to tell you, that is the basic, that is the essence of toxicity. Because now then you're going to have people that says, you know what I'm saying, like, can love pay my bills and all that shit. What do love has to do with paying your bills, bro? Can air pay your bills? Can you drinking water pay your bills? Can you go into the park and being healthy pay your bills? But what a lot of people do, of course, because of the lack, they have not addressed that concern, right? So now they paint the picture as making it material. But anyway, I'm saying all of that to say, for you to see the full picture, you have to be mentally and emotionally balanced. So now let's talk about what it means to be mentally and emotionally balanced. So these are all the things that I do, and throughout my speech, so for lack of better terms, or I mean, shit, it is a speech, I mean, I like to say performance. Throughout my performances here, then you'll get to see that I'm trying to get you to, become in alignment with both your mental and your emotions. But anyway, and for you to see the big picture, that's what's required of you. So, and I was also trying to let you see, or trying to get you to understand that being mental, it's also a problem, because if you remove your emotions, then you become very rigid. You can't relate to people. That's why there is such a thing as emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence helps you to relate more to the people that you're talking to. That's why when you become emotionally intelligent, you have compassion. It can also help, let's just say, if you see the movie Sinners, when the guy pulled his brother's stock and the other lady in the room, what's going on? You guys giving out free shit? Like, hey, nigga. Technically, what these niggas was telling this nigga, hey, nigga, this is not Chicago, nigga. Meaning these people had to walk a few miles to come to you. Emotions. This is emotions. To help you to see the business or the area that you're in. So adding emotions to your intellect help you to see further, to relate. So when you don't have that, like this nigga was saying, I ain't giving out no free shit. Well, nigga, this ain't Chicago, nigga. I hope that helps you. This ain't Chicago, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Niggas are slave out here, dog. You know, man? Well, not necessarily slave if you see the movie, whatever the fuck that situation was. But the bottom line of what I'm trying to tell you here is seeing the bigger picture. It's looking at it from, not just a mental perspective. Because when you're looking at it from just a mental perspective, now you become very rigid, very robotic. You become Judge Dredd. So, we're not going to spend too much time on that. Hopefully you get what I'm saying here. So what do we mean now when we're talking about being emotionally balanced? That's the question you should be asking yourself. Well, before I even get into that, I'll tell you what it's not. It's not, let's just say, you see how motherfuckers trying to be like, they're poised in a debate? It's almost like the more poised you are, the better you are. That's bullshit. That is pure deception. Because I could be emotionally invested into what I'm saying, and like in fact, I'm emotional, period. This truth that I'm telling you here, I'm being very emotional. Fuck you too, if I gotta tell you that. But see, the thing is, the difference now would be, is that I wouldn't be triggered. Like, just like I always tell people, like, sometimes you gotta let a nigga know. And it has nothing to do with you being, you know what I'm saying? You just gotta put shit in order. Like, nigga, man, you got the wrong nigga. You know what I'm saying? So, being, those are deceptions. Decepticons. Being emotionally balanced has to do with you having the proper understanding of your own emotions. Why am I being triggered? What's my issue? Why, when such and such say this, I feel this way or I react that way? Then when you understand that, then now it helps you to understand your emotional pattern. In so many words, that's what doing the shadow work is as well, but I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself here. I mean, the shadow work pretty much embodies both your emotions and your intellect. But for just for now, for what I'm saying, in the occult we say you have to acknowledge the wounded child. What they're saying is for you to acknowledge the early wounds that you had in life, because they do shape you a certain way. Some people don't like dogs now. You know why? Because they were bit or bitten, whatever the fuck, nigga, I'm Haitian. Okay? By a dog when they were 2, 3, whatever the fuck happens. Then now you reacting this way. So every time you see a dog is coming nearby, you're being triggered. Those are part of your emotional, let's just say your wounded child is part of you being as a child, part of your shit. There's no other way of saying that. But for you to overcome that now, you have to understand what takes place. This is why, and that work can only be done by you. You never seen people saying, man, why the fuck would I need a fucking therapist or a shrink? I could do that myself. You see that in a lot of those movies. Yes, you can. And their job is to help you to see it for yourself. That's why when you go see a shrink or a therapist, then they go tell you, okay, so may ask you a lot of questions that you feel that are irrelevant, but that are very relevant because you have in the perspective of what you have now from either in an emotional perspective, and also, you see, again, the emotion and the mental goes hand in hand. This is why they have to be both balanced. And you have to become both mentally and emotionally balanced. Because at this point, what's happening here is that you are understanding, because part of the understanding requires your intellect as well. You need to not to refute your emotions, but to add some logic to it. Yes, I love such and such, but does such and such love you? You would do that for such and such, but would such and such would have done the same thing for you? A little bit of logic. Now you have the full perspective. It's nothing personal to such and such, but I think I'm okay. I could love you from a distance. Do you see what I'm saying? So they both have to come together, but the key thing is they have to be both balanced. But for now, for lack of better terms, let me break it down separately so you could get the bigger picture. So separately now, you understand your emotions. This is where that shit came from, whatever the fuck. Then now it gives you the ability not just to acknowledge it, you can correct it. In the occult, we use the term transmuting your energy. And that's what you're doing by now you saying to yourself, okay, I love such and such. Now, does such and such did that for me? Oh, he did not do that for me. Oh. So are you going to choose you? Or are you going to let love be love? And then in this lesson, it's also reflecting that you got to love you too. And by you loving you too, guess what you do? That's why when you love you, you're going to find somebody that loves you. And if they don't love you, it's okay. That's nothing personal. I know what I'm saying. For those of you who probably, I don't know who's watching. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. I forgive you for not loving me. You know why, motherfucker? Because I love me, bitch. That means fuck you. Do you understand? Not fuck you in the sense of, there's something against you. But I found the ultimate prize, man. If you're looking for love, listen, man. They got to add to what you have. If it's not adding to what you have, I don't know what you're doing, handsome. Stop it. Don't hurt yourself out there, man. Claiming to love and you hurting yourself, man. Then again, there's levels into this. But going back to being emotionally balanced, that's pretty much what that entails. So it's not a behavior thing. It's not being poised. It's not when they go high, you go. When they go low, you go high. You may choose to go. You may listen. When you master yourself, you also master your fights. You know who to fight, who not to fight. You know the fight that's necessary in the fight for you not to even. I mean, it's not even worth it. And if you choose to say something, like I said, I let niggas know, not because I like fuck you. I'm sucking my own dick, nigga. So, in so many words, that's what emotionally intelligence entails. Now, when we talk our balance is. Now, when we're talking about being mentally balanced, what's the same baseline understanding here? Which is, now you have to understand your mind is being shaped a certain way. Your culture, there's a reason why. That's why I always tell people. I know some of you smart people like to say, I speak English. But for me, I tell niggas, you speak American. Because the British speak English too. But it's not the same thing. Like for me, you know, a guy who was raised in Haiti, nigga, I speak Haitian. The other islands, some other islands speak Creole too, but they don't speak Haitian though. Do you understand what I'm saying? And it's not, and it's a perspective. When you're living in the culture, it's a perspective. To be there is such a thing as being an American. You celebrating this, that's what American does. Not somebody else, you know what I'm saying, 4th of July probably don't mean nothing to them. And it means something to you. There's a reason why. And all of that is shaping you to think a certain way. That's why I always tell people to step into your spiritual path is to learn, like for me, how to be Haitian and at the same time not to be Haitian. Because now, you know, my perspective goes beyond what I was given as a child or what I was around or what I thought reality was. Because that's what comes with the language. That's what comes with culture. You ever like nigga, listen, do you realize all the fucking islands, when they talk about their food, it's all the same shit? It's how you make it. It's all the same fucking food, man. You know what I'm saying? Puerto Rican has chicharron, whatever the fuck, and then us Haitian niggas, we call it griot, dog. It's the pork of the pork, how it's cooked, marinated, and all that shit. That's all it is. That's all that shit is. So it's important for you to understand that. Because now when you understand that, for me, I'm not going to be stuck in saying griot is the best ever. Now, griot is good too. Yeah, it's definitely good. I have some chicharron too, nigga. That shit's banging as well, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I also have some Taco Bell, nigga. Or not necessarily Taco Bell, but some tacos. I'm just saying. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? But when you are culturally fucked, and that's what I call it, but in so many words, you don't have the ability to see beyond your culture, then, you know, that's when you see people that are saying mine is better than yours and all that shit, and then you lost. You lost in the sauce. You know what I'm saying? You got a bigger dick than this, and you know what I'm saying? That's when all that other shit comes in. So it's important for you to, if you're going to master your mind, because now if you're falling for your culture, it's not a you're not mentally strong. It's just being shaped a certain way. It's conditioning thinking. That's what it means. So that's why if you are thinking in condition, you don't have freedom of mind. You don't know what it's like to have freedom of thought. Because your thoughts they're already given to you. How is it freedom? How is it free? It's already conditioning for you to think this way. So your culture plays a big part of that. You have to understand it. So the spiritual work, which is you going within, it's you pretty much transcending this reality and going deeper. Now for me, that's why I could tell this is through God. When we say we are all connected through God, yes, that is true. That's what it means. When you go N-word, I can relate to you. Like when I got to the States, I'll give you a perfect example. Like when I started hanging out with like Black Americans or African, however the fuck they want to label these niggas. Like, shit. I don't give a fuck. But I'll just say black Americans. And I'm looking at this nigga, I'm like, shit, y'all niggas just like me. I just speak a different language, nigga, to be honest. And of course, there's a little, you know what I'm saying, we have our little spices. We have our little things. But the bottom line of what I'm saying here is that by me experiencing their experiences, I'm able to connect. So when they say you connect, and trust me, I've had the same experience with Mexican niggas, with Spanish niggas. I'm like, damn, nigga. And I'll guarantee you. Do you see what I'm saying? So when you go inward through the divine to your inner self, that's how we are all connected. That's the ultimate facts. And by the way, I got something coming out on facts too, because people always talk about facts. But anyway, because facts is not what you think it is. Just like common sense was the same thing with facts. It's a byproduct of your consciousness. Because you have niggas that are doing dumb shit, they think they're doing smart shit. It's a byproduct of consciousness, bro. It's how much do you know? You know what I'm saying? That's why when you know who you are, and this is gonna be the base, this is gonna be the basis of this whole conversation. When you have true self-awareness, flowery speech means nothing to you. That's what it means by knowing the truth will set you free. The truth, which is the ultimate facts, is you. God is the facts. And by God, I'm saying that divine thing about us, that spiritual aspect of us, that is the ultimate facts. Do you see what I'm saying? And this is what a lot of people, or a lot of Christians, are having a hard time to, it's a hard pill for them to swallow. Like, and it's not even that hard, but they're looking to impose themselves on other people. And that's what makes it hard. But the truth is this: your truth can never be my truth, and my truth can never be your truth. This is why when we talk about gods, we are all Jehovah's Witnesses. All I could do is tell you my testimony, what I have witnessed in terms of lived and experienced with God. You're going to have to tell me yours, nigga. And if I'm going to tell you how good God is, and God is always good, well, it's good to me, nigga. And I'm pretty sure there's going to be some motherfucker like, what the fuck you mean by God, whatever the fuck. That's my experience. Hey, we're all right. This is why the ultimate things, me being you, we can both be right. Because your righteousness is going to be based on your level of consciousness. Do you know there are some people that are hurting other people and they think they're doing the right thing? But anyway, I'm not even going to get into that. But I want you to keep all of that in mind. Because what we're going to be talking about tonight, man, is, it's those flowery speech. You got to pass all that shit. But the only way for you to do it is through your self-awareness. And then we're going to be talking about the collective consciousness, whatever the fuck. But let's just close out pretty much on being, you know what I'm saying? Like in our culture, here's something else that we do in terms of being mentally balanced. We equate marriages with a good relationship. Or with love. We equate marriage and love, they go hand in hand. The nigga love you, well, he'll marry you. And just for you to find out after you get married, that's why marriage is not the ultimate goal for nobody. Your ultimate goal is for you in that relationship, for you to become vulnerable, to build your inner strength, to be better as a person. Now, marriage is going to be just a side effect of that shit. See, then again, people are telling you these things. It's a social behavior. It's based on an external shit. Whereas it has nothing to do with that. And if marriage is the ultimate goal, guess what happens? Listen from people who are married. They will tell you, you know what? It takes work, man. Oh, wait a minute. I thought it was the ultimate goal. So after you got married, sign that paper and everything, and then you're saying in front of God and all that shit, and then you still have to compromise? You still need to understand each other? So what the fuck does marriage has to do with that? So you mean to tell me I have to get married for me to compromise and understand somebody else? What are we talking about? But anyway, this is not to go against anybody. I'm telling you what the culture is saying. And for you to become fully developed or even mentally balanced, you got to see these things for what they are. That's when you have to go beyond your culture. Meanwhile, you were born in it. Hey, it is what it is. But this is also showing you too the whole aspect of this world being a fucking illusion. Then you have motherfuckers who are building on top of the illusion. And that's the chaotic world that you're living in. That's why you'll never be happy, regardless on how successful they tell you got to be. Okay, they tell you to be successful. Well, go ahead and be successful. Are you happy? No, you want more success. Okay, well, get more. Are you happy? See, these are people telling you these things. Society, meaning how your mind is being conditioned to see things. But anyway, and this is why becoming the Christ, or to be Christ-like, in the Bible, you see Jesus dealing with political aspect and tell you, nigga, pay your taxes. This is what true consciousness, it's not about black power, nigga. Nor is it about fuck Trump. None of that shit. You need a nigga like Trump. And again, that's what I'm going to be talking about too. You need darkness. And I'm also going to show you too, when you choose you, none of it matters. Okay, let's just say you get rid of all, and this is big up to Brother Panic, because he used to say that shit, and a lot of you motherfuckers don't get it. Respect to the God, peace to the God. This nigga used to say, okay, you get rid of all white people right now. All black peoples. Do you know about the Haitian fucking revolution? After this nigga, like, okay, fuck the white people and all that shit, right? But then, for us to compete with the world, the ground had to be, cultivated. Who's gonna work on these things? Who's gonna work on the field? So then when this nigga was trying to tell these niggas, hey, listen, man, we got to keep going. We got to produce the whatever the fuck, the cocoa, because Haiti was known for that. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep producing that shit. Guess what? This nigga's like, man, what? You going to treat us like those white motherfuckers were treating us too? You know what I'm saying? And if you have a business, okay, all those black excellent shit, who you going to work for? It's going to be a black business, right? Okay, let's just say, okay. So being hired by a black business, they're going to give you 50-50 of their profit? I'm listening. Okay, if not, cool. Okay, it doesn't have to be 50-50. Would they give you 10% of that? So a worker's going to be a worker, bro. Isn't that the same thing like with the Oprah shit? Well, that's even worse. That Oprah shit was even worse because she was, okay, to give you a background, there's a battle rapper. I mean, I don't know if she's a battle rapper or not, but Remy Ma, right? She used to battle rap. This is what it is. She used to battle rap, and then now she realized she's trying to step up for the ladies. She wanted to pay them more, right? I'm saying that to say your Oprah should have been Like when they in her movie, oh, that was a disgrace, bro. Think about it. She's representing all that female shit. You know what I'm saying? Your career, your hard working, and then your females, the females you hired was complaining about getting less money from you. My niggas, wake up. So it's not about none of that. How do you want it? If you want to fall for the okie doke, go right at it. But if you for self-development, true self-development, it has nothing to do with none of that shit, bro. And as a spiritual healer, I'm using this to reflect. That's why I tell you motherfuckers, this is for educational purposes. I have no fucking problem with fucking, I'm Haitian. Trump is like fuck hating all that shit. All right, nigga. Good for you. What that, all right, good. I wouldn't say what that has to do with me. Not me, the Haitian part of me, but the God side. What that has to do, okay, do what you gotta do. It's not gonna make it any better. It's not. So I'm saying all of that to say, this is why when I say educational purposes, you know what I'm saying, this is what it means. For you to fully awaken. This is not me. That's what Jesus was saying too. Like when you know, again, I want you to see the connection. True consciousness. Like, nigga, like my kingdom is not from here. Have at it, man. Your nigga, pay your taxes, man. They want you. Ultimately, that's all they're looking for any fucking way. Pay your taxes, dog. That's it. You know what I'm saying? It's not making you any lesser or greater. You give to Caesar what belongs to Caesar, man. That's all it is. And to God what belongs to God. Now, we're talking about some God shit, nigga. That's why I tell these niggas, man, I'm not living in a white people world, man. I don't give a fuck what your favorite rapper says. That's not my world, nigga. No, I'm not trying to be like them, no trying to sound like them, none of that shit. And I have no problem against them neither. Because if you have problems against them, well, guess what? You all living in a white world. That's how it goes. Nor, here's something else too, I don't want you to get this fucked up. I'm not saying that all white people are beautiful, or what I'm saying is I remove myself from that emotional bullshit. I mean, even in your own fucking experience, you see there's some good white people. Like for me, I have experienced some good white people, and I have experienced some bad white people too. Oh, I have. Trust me. Both sides. You know, I remember, man, I went to, where was it? Oh, this nigga was a racist motherfucker. Nigga didn't like me at all. And I was too bright for him anyway. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, how would that be different? Like, it's just another stupid motherfucker, man. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But anyway, the bigger picture here. Get outside of your culture. Because your culture is shaping you to think a certain way. To be mentally balanced. That's what it means. So technically, it's the same baseline understanding going back to what I was saying about being emotionally intelligent. But anyway, so in a nutshell, that's my approach. That's what I do. And in my speech or my performance here, that's what I'll be addressing for you to get the bigger picture. Now, as a spiritual healer, I always take a second to talk about what spirituality is. Because my information, just like anybody else, a Christian will use the Bible to speak. And their understanding, it comes from the Bible. That's why for me, I choose my fights. I know who to talk to, who not to talk to. And I also understand the work that I'm doing here is not bashing none of them, but it's to help you to have a deeper understanding. Because, man, listen, man, like, my dick is so deep in my throat that I can't even look nowhere else. I'm choking on my dick. All right, let me stop. All right. Let's behave. Let's act properly. So I'm saying that to say spirituality, it's where I got my wisdom from. So it's another way of me being transparent to you if you have the ability to see it or not. But anyway, I speak, listen, man, I speak to the seen and the unseen. You know? I speak for the heavens too, ultimately, to be honest. And every time I show up, they always listen because they love what I got to say. First of all, I'm one of them. They're like, hey, stop what you're doing. He's live. My ancestors are like, I love this boy, you know what I'm saying? And at the same time, they telling me what to say, what not to. Oh, man, the experience is to live for and to die for, too. Regardless of what your definition of living or dying is. But anyway, nigga. Man, give me a second. And not just that, they're coming through too, and I'm inviting them. I'm letting you, man, listen, man. Oh, man. My connection with these motherfuckers, let me pause for a second. Let me just acknowledge them, to tell them how much I love them. And how much, nigga, I know they send it right back to me. We love you too. If you don't know, you don't know. But I do know. And that's what makes me a Jehovah Witness. And this is my witness. This is my testimony to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Hey, nigga, I'm already good. I don't want you to believe in. For what? I got shit. You believe in what you believe in. If it's working out for you, hey, shit, nigga. I'm just here to put in my 2 cents. Righteous. So, nothing but love. Thank you. Thank you. And you know too, man, and having that personal connection, man, listen, I hope you do. I got to experience them, to live with them, and they live in me. And when they coming through too, it's like, oh, it's crazy. And I also remember my initiation with them too. They want me to talk about it for a little bit. My initiation with them was insane. You know, as I was meditating and getting into spaces, and then now they were coming through, and I felt the energy that was coming, and I was resisting it. They told me, hey, relax, man. It's us. Relax. Because because at some point it felt like, like if you know anything about Haitian voodoo, like when we say somebody having loi, being taken over by the spirit, and then they told me, hey, relax, man. It was not what, not in that perspective, but it was something greater that was taking place. And boy, yes, it is. Trust me, it is. Trust me, it is. But anyway. All right, said it. I'm going to close that, because there's a lot to be said, but a lot of it is none of your business. That's why I want you to experience it for yourself. I'm just showing you the door. Or you're going to have to walk in. But anyway, but once you do, they're waiting for you at that door. Oh, I will tell you that. They're all waiting for you. Rooting for you. Can't wait for you to get there. And once you get there, listen, man. Man. Anyway. So, spirituality is my backbone. Everything that I'm gonna be talking about here, the level of the logics that I'm using, the understanding, all of that shit, you know what I'm saying? That's my box. But trust me, it ain't no ordinary box. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you know it, it ain't no ordinary box. And I'm going to be talking about, too, people that are using this as a box. And you're going to know the difference. Oh, man. I'm on some bullshit tonight or today, whatever the fuck. It don't matter. Because we're going to talk about a whole bunch of bullshit. So, what is spirituality? It's you, my friend. It's me. It's simply a deeper understanding of who you are. Now, in spirituality, we would say this, and I want you to understand that. Collect these stones, man. Make them, these are the infinity rocks that you need to collect. Make them part of your collections. Look good out here, baby. Buy arts. To the pure, all is pure. This is my favorite line, nigga. And I wonder why. I'm just acting up. I know why. I don't know. I like to play hard to get. I'm just playing hard to get, man. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being extra. Listen, I don't want to play small at all. There's nothing you'll gain from playing small. You know, you play small, you're gonna win small. You know, but anyway, and this is coming from the essence. Trust me, it's not coming from a cocky place. It's coming from the connection with the ultimate. This is why you have self-integrity. You know, confidence doesn't mean you think you're better than the next person. No, I know I'm better. I could do better. That's what it is. And I'm holding myself without accountability. I mean, listen, all point intended. I'm holding myself to such level. You tell me, you know, if listen, if you tell me I was prettier 2 days ago, I'll be mad at you. Oh, not at you, you know, because as far as I look better at about a second. I just look better. So fuck all you motherfuckers. But anyway, we're gonna talk some shit, man. I'm just warming up. I haven't even gotten into the fucking meat and potatoes. But the time, man, come on, man, you gotta slow the time down. Because we're just getting warm up. But anyway, so spirituality is your essence. As a man thinketh, he becomes that. You can only go as far as you go in life. This is why your perspective matters. Your understanding matters. You know more, you do more. You know less, well, guess what happens? And if you're holding on to certain things, you know, these are the people who never grow. Your Chuckies, your energy vampires. For you to grow, you're going to have to go through what I call those spiritual identity crisis. If you see the movie Total Recall, oh man, as you're going through the self, you're going to look different when you get to a certain level. You feel me? If you know, you know. But if you don't know, well, shit, you nigga, you don't know. And we're going to be talking about a whole lot of that here. Because I want you to keep that fucking title in mind. Those flowery fucking speech. Oh, we're going to delve into that shit. But anyway, so let me just talk about spirituality real quick. So it's a reflection of, you know, it's just you. You act like your God. I don't give a fuck what God you choose. This is why, to me, this is the ultimate truth. If you're Christian, you're going to act like the Christian God. If you into Buddha, you're going to act like it. So your God is a reflection of you. This is why the people who are, man, your colonizers, they give you what? Military and religion. Military to enforce what is being established in the mind. You never talk to like black Christians, like they're talking about the Bible is the biggest book, whatever the fuck. And then you tell these niggas, yo, what do you think black people was worshiping before slavery? They can't even see, they can't even go that fast, like that far back. They can't even understand that little bit. This is a little bit of acknowledgement. This is self. This is, you know what I'm saying? Like a little bit. They can't even do that. What this is telling you, it's not fuck slavery. This is telling you, hey, listen, man. And if you go through history, nigga, not all niggas was all about Jesus in that perspective. This is not necessarily to tell you to refute Jesus, but it's to give you a deeper understanding. If you're going to say Jesus, like for me, listen, man, you tell them what you see here, man. We're giving sight to the blind. The Jesus they talking about, you're looking at him. Do I need to say more? But I get it. I get it. I get it. It's okay. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. This is the work I was put. Yeah, listen, man, I'm doing my job. So when we're dealing with spirituality, it goes beyond religion. It's to understand, it's giving you a deeper understanding that's behind every fucking religion. Okay, why you staring at me like that? Stop playing, girl. You know what I'm saying? She's not the one, though. I know you're looking at me, too, though. I say, shot town in this bitch, huh? I ain't mad at you at all, girl. But anyway. It goes beyond that. It's really, when you talk about spirituality, is the state of mind of spirit, the state of mind of you. Regardless of what religion that you're attached with, Christian acts a certain way, Hinduism acts a certain way, and that certain way that they act is based on the God that they believe in. Now, for Christianity, unfortunately, you were not successful enough to convince me to follow your God. Or your God is the only truth. Because I got to know myself, the truth is everywhere. This is where these motherfuckers fall short for me. God is everywhere. The truth is every fucking where. And one truth never hurt another truth. Let me say that again. That means, okay, one truth never hurt another, say it again. But what that truly means is, the truth is the truth regardless where it comes from or regardless where you go. That's why I always tell niggas, man, think about this. Ask Muhammad, ask the Islam niggas, ask anybody else who's not into Jesus. What do you think of Jesus? Jesus was great, man. Let me know if one of them said Jesus wasn't great. Oh, they may say a prophet, whatever the fuck. But they acknowledge him, they praise him, and they acknowledge him. You know why? I know most people trying to approach it from a perspective or be Jesus travel, Egypt, whatever the fuck. Listen, the bottom line of what I'm telling you here is, when you go N-word, why would I be against a man who's telling me to love myself? If you loving yourself, there's no way you're going to go against that. The motherfuckers who go against somebody who's telling you to love yourself is a nigga who's not loving who he is. And that's the overall message is Jesus. Treat others as you would want to be treated. It's developing quality in you, but at the same time, this is where you need to get all other visions too. Because now, hey, not everybody wants to be treated like you want to be treated. See, all of those different religions, they're like pieces to the puzzle. Which is ultimately who? You. You are the puzzle. The big puzzle. That's why you are the mystique. In voodoo, we call that the mystère. As you delving into the person that you are in the inside, you go beyond what you look like That's where the mystery starts. And this is where you gotta let the mystery unfold itself. Man, what we talk about here is magic. Oh, it's magic. Trust and believe if you know what it is. But anyway, I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself here. And then now on the flip side of spirituality, you have something called the occult. The occult, or what is called the esoteric knowledge. Now, the meaning of esoteric knowledge, I mean, it's not verbatim here. You read it, whatever the fuck. It's just the knowledge that is not a face value. You know, even when you look at Jesus used to use parables. And that's, man, if you're talking about teacher, you're talking about understanding how the mind works. But not just that, understanding about the power of words to say things that words cannot say, but for you to understand what I'm saying and what I'm saying that was not said in what I'm saying. Oh man, it's deep. I hope I'm not losing you. That's what those the parable were like, those metaphors. The metaphors speak to you in languages that the word cannot break down. And we understand to talk to you. This is where symbols and images comes in. Oh, my niggas. My niggas. This is where images comes in. That's why, you know, it was the tools, the Sphinx. The Sphinx can tell you a million things. Looking at an animal that is partly man, and then the head is human. Not just showing you that you have the power over your animal instinct, but it's also showing you that you have your instinct. Then you have to be in control of that too. God damn. I said it. It sounds the same, but it's not the same. It's to have the ability to acknowledge that, and then the ability now to perform that. So that picture should be speaking to you. That's why when you see a statue, you jump. When we use, like for me, man, shit, I got this shit on me right now. Those are tools. Those are tools. Your crystals, those are tools. Now, when you fully master yourself, you understand, okay, if you're working out, I was having this great conversation with this nigga. With this nigga, y'all. You know me. You know, and then we were talking about doing pull-ups because I started working on my pull-ups, right? I had the ability to bench so many fucking things, but when it comes to pull-up, it wasn't that. There was an invisible force in yourself as you start to practice certain things that's going to start to develop, but it will develop as you practice it. I'm saying that to say, I'm saying too much. Let's just skip that. I'm saying too much. I'm saying way too much. Trust me. So I'm saying that to you in so many words of telling you, like, there was another aspect of you that you don't even, I mean, to master yourself, you have to master what you don't see about you. This is where your shadow self, I know for me, when I had my first experience with my shadow self, that shit was crazy. I got scared for a second. And that's when I realized, yo, we are one and the same. You do have a shadow part of you. But anyway, I don't want to spook you too much. Y'all niggas ain't ready for this conversation. Let's just skip it where it is. Oh man, because you're not even, I mean, you're calling supernatural things that are natural. So what am I gonna tell you then? Like, okay, all right. This is why initiation is a thing. It is a thing. Like, if I were to tell you I talk to spirit, right? And then you don't talk to spirit, like, I'm supernatural to you. I mean, hey. Anyway, I'm saying, let me behave. Let me behave. But anyway, and I'm also saying that too to show you there's a greater aspect of us. And this is what spirituality is embodying. When you're learning about the occult, that's why some of the basic shit you will learn about the occult is what? You have a conscious mind and you have a subconscious mind. Now they tell you the subconscious mind is under your conscious mind. So you're not conscious of what your subconscious mind. But they're trying to get you to be conscious, because when you focus that on it, then now that's what, out of the darkness comes what? The light. That's what you do with your fucking statues. Get your statues. They are tools. Only stupid motherfucker. Like, let me stop. I got bigger fish to fry tonight. I got bigger fish to fry. So now, man, these niggas, like, oh man, I hate me. I always have to say this because he was the nigga that said that. Because I love Denzel too much. This nigga said the Egyptians failed. They didn't know what they were doing. They trying to take what they had with them. Like, these motherfuckers are stupid. And this is the idea, the audacity of you thinking that you're better than these niggas because you have Wi-Fi. You in a world where you think you're going in the future because a movie was created, then cars gonna be flying. It's just technology, dog. The time is still the same, nigga. You still gotta go out and earn your bread. You praying, whatever the fuck. Now you don't do it that way, you doing this way. You building on this fucking illusion. And then now you think you're progressing. You're smarter than these niggas. And you don't even know who the fuck you are. Nigga, listen. I'm not even 50 years old. I'm not even 45 years old. I came from an era where I used to use my memories a lot more. I used to memorize 10, 12, 15 numbers. How many numbers can you memorize now? Now you tell me how powerful you are. Your memory can even memorize 2 numbers? Everything is on spilled out. I mean, speed dial for you, or dial, whatever the fuck. How are you smarter than what? Than who? A big part of you being smart has to do with your memory too. How much knowledge can you retain? Come on, man. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. You don't understand it. I get it. But claiming they didn't get it, and now you in Jesus, they couldn't take, nah, nigga. Nah, nigga. That was a ritual that you don't understand the meaning of that ritual. And I'm not going to get into it because not everybody's supposed to get it. Gold was a big thing. Do you know why? Why? I'm not going to spend too much time. But anyway, the esoteric knowledge of that is dealing with a deeper, is the esoteric knowledge is to help you now to guide into the aspect of yourself that is not being seen. And then by you directing your consciousness into the darkness, then you come out with the light. Another way of saying this, okay, I went to school to become an accountant. I'm a fucking accountant. You never hear people telling you, yo, I don't know what it is, man. Whatever the fuck your goal is, write it down. Do you know why you write it down? And this is why it's going to be powerful. They tell you they don't know. I'll tell you why. Because I'm a fucking accountant. And this is what truly accountant does. By you understanding or knowing what we record the facts, the business transactions. By you knowing what your expenses are, then now you have a better control over your expenses. If you're spending money, just spending money like that. But if you know, yo, this is how much I spend. When you keep in track with your expenses, you have a better handle on your fucking expenses. Then what that means is you master it. So by you bringing, that's why these niggas have a lot of guards around them. You want to have those statues around you. You want to have all of them. Then you tell me what your experience is. I know what it is for me, but I'm giving you the blueprint. So by just you, let's just say, if you have a goal, this is why it's important for you to write down your fucking goals. Because when you write it down, you take it out of just the air, you're materializing it, you're making it concrete. Then when you do, give it a name, you do whatever the fuck, that's the science behind it. So true self-mastery, nigga, that's why I'm giving you this ancient real shit. Oh, anyway, fast forward. Anyway, we got a lot more to talk about. So now let's get into. So in essence, this is what spirituality is. And then you have the occult, the esoteric knowledge. You have what is called the not the sacred schools, like the mystery schools. That's what all this shit was about. Then now we talk about initiation, because your initiation was not just based on you sucking somebody's dick and then they got your video and then we can control you. No. That's what you're having now. That's another type of initiation. Cool. Good. Tell them to keep going. You know what I'm saying? Congratulations. What we're talking about here, it's like, are you worthy? Because this knowledge is about self-realization. You're not going to get it if you have not reached a certain level. When you're talking to a Christian, you said, yo, man, what do you think you as a nigga were worshiping before you were a slave? They can't even see past that. Because if they do, that would require for them to be like, they would have to question Christianity. But not just that. On top of it, you worshiping a God that's not even part of your God. You're talking about Jerusalem now. You're talking about the Jewish culture. You're talking about something that's not even you. And then you have other niggas that are saying you are the true Jewish. Have at it. The bottom line, I hope you get the put of what I'm saying here. Oh, this is for the livings. There's a level of a little bit of consciousness or realization that you need to have. If you don't have it, listen. And this is why those Christian niggas, that's why these niggas are asleep. You know what they use? They don't use life references. When I tell a nigga, what do you think? Or when other people were telling you, what do you think the ancestors, those was life references. They're not about life references. They're about book references. If what you're telling to me right now, my friend, is not listed in this book, you ain't saying shit. Nigga, you lying. So somebody got you good. This is educational purposes. It's not me going against the men. Nah, you need that. All I'm trying to, again, if you have that self-realization, then you understand it's not about them. It's about them when you don't have it. That's what happens. when your foundation is not, it's not solid, it's not built on self, oh shit, you're always gonna blame somebody else. Look at the fucking Adam and Eve. Eve seduced the fucking. Are you taking accountability? Who's taking accountability here? Do you blame darkness or do you switch on the light? I don't know. If you know you got to go get a Kindle or you switching on the light, you're not going to blame the darkness, bro. That's just how it goes. That's why you cannot serve two gods. Again, I had a recording where I was talking about internal based and external based. That's what it comes down to. But anyway, that's not what we're here to talk about. Oh, by the way, check it out too, because it's all connected. And there's some shit you definitely will listen, man. You definitely gonna listen. There's a lot of stones in there for you to collect. I'll put it that way. But anyway, so this is the whole spirituality shit. Now let's talk about what we're here to talk about. Those flowery fucking speech. Now, how can I go about it? Let's go about it this way. So now, being a Haitian nigga, right? I came to the States, learning about the culture, understanding certain things. Keep in mind 1996, 1997. Now, the chronological aspect in what I'm going to be talking about here may not be 100%, but it all is going to make sense, right? So we're living in a culture, at one point, you have motivational speakers, right? Those motivational speakers, they used to led you to take more accountability for your life. So there's always been people that are telling you to get better. And in so many words, self-improvement or self-books derives from that, but came on a little bit later, right? Listen, just hang with me. I hope you're not being hung by this, but hang with me. So, but most importantly, I'm trying to get you to understand the collective consciousness. Because where I'm going with this is very important. I'm talking about those flowery fucking speech that's been taking place over the years. And right now, you in one. And you know what that is? Is that prosperity spirituality shit. But anyway, let's go back in perspective for a second. Then you have that. Then in the mix of that, there was two things that happens. There was Robert Kiyosaki. I wasn't in the States when that happens, but as I started learning, because I was searching myself, and then this nigga was big in fucking Oprah, and then the major fucking, this nigga shift the collective consciousness by giving you a story about rich dad and poor dad. Keep in mind, that's why a lot of these niggas does the same thing as motivational speakers, but they do it in different scales, in different ways. I'm giving you a little bit of history here from a Haitian perspective, what I'm able to collect when I got here. So, nigga, I don't need your justification, whatever the fuck. But anyway, but it's all gonna make sense, according to me. And getting it from a Haitian perspective too, motherfucker. So I came here, right, pimping out this thing. So it went from motivational speakers as I started to acknowledge self, as I was growing, I gotta be honest. And then I'm starting to put two and two together. And then there was another nigga that shifted the game too. That was the Napoleon Hill motherfucker. And I'm saying motherfucker, not to downgrade the nigga. Great work. And I encourage you to read that. But I would also encourage you to read it with a bigger perspective. So a lot of these guys, they shift the game, the collective consciousness. Meaning the popular, understanding of shit. And this is why when you become a public figure, oh man, I'm saying too much. Let me stop. I'm stop there. But niggas, oh man. Anyway, so my niggas. So then now, from motivational speaking and all that shit, all your Zigglers, all these niggas, because I had their books, I read about them, because also as me, growing as part of my search, a nigga going to college, be trying to be better and all that shit, and also being part of this new American culture for me as a Haitian nigga. So I'm absorbing all that shit, right? Then now in the mix of all that shit, the Robert Kiyosaki shit changed the whole game, because now it was no longer just people trying to motivate you to do the best, because a big part of motivational speaking was for you to work hard. It was holding you accountable. So it went from there. Then niggas are telling you, you know what? It's not even about you working hard anymore. It's your state of mind. This is where Robert Kiyosaki telling you about a rich dad, poor dad. And by the way, I want you guys to understand this. This nigga gave you the blueprint, and this is all African shit. It's all nigga shit. Because this is why we tell the truth through stories. This is why the occult, we talk about healing your wounded child. Before you date a girl outside of yourself, date the woman in your life first. Date your mom, date your sister. Of course, it's not physical shit. This is all mental shit. So when Robert Kiyosaki and Napoleon Hill, also now with Napoleon Hill, he had many different interviews with rich people. And then now he was able to collect all of those fucking data and tell you rich people are rich because they think in abundance. They think richly. All of that plays a big part in the collective consciousness. I want you to think about this. So then again, it's not in chronological order here. I'm trying to get you to see the connection. That's what it comes down to. And nigga, that's my Haitian way of looking at it. I can tell you what was happening here before me being here, but as me being here and also learning a little bit about history, now I'm able to put some of that shit together. So you in this shit for a treat, nigga. You welcome, motherfucker. But anyway, and then you have that. Then now, fast forward, then you have the Matrix, and marketing is also changing too. Is evolving at the same time, because, oh man, just so you guys know, fun facts about me. This is what you don't know about me, right? Originally, before I switched to accounting, I wanted to get into international business and marketing. So marketing was a big part, of course, and at that time I was like, what is it that I really love? I was going through my shit. But anyway, I said that for a reason, because with that background, and then later on I came to understand, and this is why I'm breaking this shit down to you niggas, it's all spiritual. But it was, don't worry about it, don't worry about it. I don't even know why the fuck I said it, but reflect on that though. So, and then now fast forward, then you have the Matrix, did an excellent job. Oh man, revolutionary, not just with ideas, they're fucking the way they were with videos and how they put things together. You know what I'm saying? Then a lot of people went after that. I want you to understand this. Then shortly after, not necessarily shortly after, again, I may have my chronological aspect fucked up, but it's all connected. Then you have what is called now The Secret came out. My niggas. Now, when The Secret came out, that was the ultimate marketing move. Marketing has never been this great. So it's almost like let's just say hypothetically you have niggas like me who's on a sideline watching the game, or other marketers watching the game, and they're like, oh, okay, this is what we're gonna come up with. This is what's gonna work. And if you follow what I'm saying here, then guys like Steve Harvey discovered the blueprint. Derrick Jackson discovered the blueprint. And that blueprint pretty much was, when Steve Harvey tells you, think like a man, act like a lady, targeted the women audience. Because a lot of you bitches want to be niggas. Y'all getting more money, you being more independent, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you don't know why to pay your bills. I'm helping you to see the other side of it. Don't be in a fucking box. Yes, be independent, bitch. Understand you also need to be dependent too. But that's a whole other fucking conversation. I'm not against none of you motherfuckers. I mean, hey, if you get it, you get it. Anyway, then you have this motherfucker that tell y'all bitches, because y'all bitches are getting money now. Y'all going to school the most, all that shit. Why would you not want to pick up that book? And y'all niggas are reading too. How to be a better nigga. So bam, that's when Steve Harvey become this national figure, and then the national people reach out to him. That's how it works. I'm trying to get you to understand how it works. So these niggas are watching you just like the Kai Sanat shit. This nigga put in the work, and of course you already know what's gonna come with it. Ironically, that's why I got eyes on me too. But we're gunning differently here. But anyway, man, niggas. I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for whoever the fuck you. Oh, nigga, I'm gunning. Man, listen, I'll give you something you've never seen before. But anyway, so then now, I'm trying to get you to understand the popularity of what's taking place. And this is why niggas like Michael Jordan, they became like Shaq, Snoop, you know what I'm saying, these niggas, because they were this popular figure. When he pops up, then now this nigga linked up with Martha Stewart. Then that's what you see now with Kenai, you know what I'm saying, like Kevin Hart, another smart motherfucker, linked up with these niggas. I don't know if it was first, but you'll see all of that shit. I mean, listen, leave me out of the bullshit. If you're gonna talk about the Illuminati, nigga, you're missing the big picture here. But anyway, not to get too much into that, all right? Just a little sprinkle so you see what's going on, understanding the flowery fucking speech that's taking place. Suck your dick. Hey, eat your pussy. Suck your dick. And I'm not saying this any other way but this, because it's the gross part that would take your attention for you to get into you. Anyway, I don't even know. I mean, shit, some of you who's stepping into it, you may needed to hear that. Anyway, I'm not here against you. I'm helping you to build. Okay? So start sucking your dick. So now, you have the secret. So what the secret was able to do, just so you guys understand, what all of these guys, what do they have in common? Steve Harvey? Who else? I mentioned Steve Harvey. I mentioned whatever the fuck. I mean, I don't know this loud music. Okay, bitches bitches always gonna bitch, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be bitching, niggas. Anyway. Oh, okay. I'd like to see that I was right. But anyway, going back to what I was saying. Okay, keep going. Okay, keep going. So, going back to what I was saying here, right? What do all of these things have in common? It's to have the ability, the secret, the matrix, all these things, and then the level of their success, of course, is on based on the level of how much they were able to let you see yourself. Of course, Steve Harvey's not gonna be on the major like the Matrix, because the Matrix was referring to you. The Secret did the same thing. And shout out to fucking Chris Rock so you guys can understand what I'm about to tell you. Chris Rock used this shit, and let me say it this way. What the Secret did is this. The Secret, technically, in essence, they did, do you ever go to sleep and wake up the next day? You like, oh shit, I did. So now they telling you, hey man, when you become conscious of something, then you start seeing it again. You're like, what the fuck? Yeah. Everybody to make that. Oh, let me slow it down for a second. I'm going ahead of myself here. So I haven't talked to you guys about the prosperity gospel. There was a nigga from the South, Jericho nigga. He's from the South. I can't recall his name, man, for the life of me. But he was a preacher who talks solely about prosperity. So I want you to understand, this nigga was able to shift a whole lot of shit too. Or let's just say the other niggas who were studying on the sideline, the hustlers watching the game, the collective consciousness. Derrick Jackson, a lot of you bitches going to like, fuck niggas now. You could do it without them. If the nigga treating you this way, guess what? Steve Harvey, treat them in. You see what I'm saying? Now, they giving you something you already have. Then what? They became what? A popular figure. Because of what you already have. And ironically, Jesus became that too. I'm going to become that too. But for the right reason though. And that's how I'm able to understand that. Because I understand this. But this is for a whole different level. This is not to fool you, but this is for you to liberate, to be liberated. Liberated. So ultimately, they're all talking to your psyche. So a great marketers, or like someone who's into marketing, they talking to your psyche, as I'm talking to your psyche now. But their approach, how they do it, anyway. Let me slow it down. So you have that nigga, I can't recall his name. But he was talking about the prosperity shit, you know what I'm saying, to think positively. Oh, he was very well known, man. Like a nigga from the South. I can't recall his brother's name, man. I used to listen to that nigga too. You know, along the side when I used to listen to motivational speakers. That was in my early beginnings, you know what I'm saying, putting this thing together. Then now when you have the Secret was the ultimate, like these niggas fully grasp everything. Like when they tell you, you know, do you go to sleep and wake up the next day? Shout out to Chris Rock for this on this one. That's what these niggas were telling you. And then a lot of people now, this was also the birth of what? The law of manifestation. Now, niggas, listen. The law of manifestation is a motherfucking scam. Those are flowery speech. Now, with the law of manifestation, so you come from the motivational speakers telling you to work hard, this and that. And then niggas telling you it's a state of mind. I'm trying to get you to see the build up in it. It's a state of mind. And then, but all of that shit, the key, what all of that shit was centered, even the motivational speakers, that's why these motherfuckers are fake too. It's all was surrounded against what, to what? Prosperity. Abundance. Work hard for what? You motherfuckers wanna look good. You want to have a beautiful car. It was all based on that. This is why the true Christ consciousness, we're telling you these are the thieves. It's a scam. Because true spiritualists, it's about you knowing your purpose. Not about fucking having money. It's that prosperity. When I say not about having money, what I'm also saying is you may have money too and be conscious. It doesn't mean conscious people don't have money. That's not what I'm saying here. That's not this bullshit. But when you know the truth, you could be conscious and have money and not being conscious too, not having money, nigga. What the fuck? So you mean to tell me for me to be conscious, I gotta have money? Or I'm not conscious because I don't have money or because I'm poor? Nigga, that's not what this thing is all about. Those are flowery speech. So ultimately, all of that shit is revolving material gain. The law of manifestation, there's no such, I understand where it came from, but there's no such thing as law of manifestation. Now, if you want to talk about the law of vibration, that is telling you what? You manifesting, which means creating. So I get what they're saying, but I'm trying to tell you there's no laws of manifestation. When we talk about, you could talk about the law of mirror, the law of vibration. What that is, that's why when we talk about manifestation, again, lack of better terms, what you're talking about is you manifest who you are. It's a mirror. Like, for instance, I could tell you now what makes me a great manifester. I'll give you the perfect example. Early on, when I didn't have as much knowledge as I do have now, or as I was, elevating, my circle changed. You know why? Because I changed. That's why people would tell you, if you want me to tell you who you are, tell me who you're hanging out with. Do you see what I'm saying? As I change, as I'm doing my path, I didn't have any issues with these people, but I was not fucking with these niggas. And I never did fuck with these niggas, because if I did, I would have been doing the same thing that they're doing. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? So your environment will change as you change. So that's why you don't have a manifestation issue. Now these niggas now, the scam comes in when they trying to sell you all type of tricks and tactics. There's no fucking tactics in you being who you are. If you're gonna be who you are, well shit, nigga, you're gonna reflect it. There's no tactics in that shit. There's no tricks, there's no fucking techniques, there's none of that shit. That's why, ultimately, it's for you to know who you are. It's self-awareness. Because when you are who you are, or this is where I was talking about the Robert Kiyosaki thing too, because now this nigga comes in and tell you, hey, it's your mentality. Your mentality reflects your reality. So I call this motherfucker fake too, because he was using that to sell you this prosperity gospel, this prosperity, whatever the fuck this shit is. Yo, I met this bitch, 56, 57 years old. This bitch is telling me about building legacy for her seeds. Now, I don't want you to get this fucked up. It sounds good. But if you're motherfucking 57 years old, you didn't build anything for yourself, how are you going to build to leave something for nobody? I'm trying to get you the hype, to see the hype. This bitch was not even in tune. Bitch, you lucky enough, you 57 years old, you realized that you fucked up all your life. Start there. Build a better you. Now, as you're building a better you, you could build your surrounding better. Then now, if they want to talk about generational legacy, yeah, but not you, bitch. Not fucking you. But then again, I'm listening to that, I'm processing that. Oh, it's the hype. Now everybody's talking about generational wealth. Now they're selling you insurance. Now before you die, don't you want to leave your ex or your fucking kids to be successful? Don't you want to set up your kids so they don't have to go through what you went through? Scam, nigga. That collective consciousness, that's what they selling you. God damn it. I never thought I would have to even see that myself. There's a girl, Erin Lyon. I love this bitch. I ain't gonna lie to you. So on point, he talks to spirit, but guess what she's doing now? She shifted her shit from there to manifestation. Manifestation. And guess what? This manifestation now she's working with the nigga. There was a nigga that used to be a drug dealer, because these niggas, they know what they're selling. I don't know if she know what these niggas are selling. This is why I'm saying this. I could be wrong too. She might be in it, but so far from what I see, I don't know. But she's stepping into it though. Because what these niggas knew they were selling you, it's a timeshare. They selling you happiness. When you buy timeshare, you're not buying a home. You buying vacation. They selling you a dream, nigga. So now this fucking what you call the prosperity is becoming a prosperity spiritual now. Spirituality. Stemming from the secret and all that shit. So now this bitch, which I really love, and I don't mean no disrespect, I just talk dirty, baby, if you get to see this, but I don't give a fuck anyway. But now she's working with one of the niggas that used to be a drug dealer. The niggas that sold you the fucking secret, they sold you the secret. The secret's no secret, nigga. If you even listen to the secret, it's telling you it's not a secret. All the great man knows about it. So in so many words, you came from motivational speaking, then from I'm trying to get you to see the picture. And then you have now Robert Kiyosaki adopting of Rich Dad Poor Dad. Then you have Napoleon Hill, great book by the way, who interviewed a lot of rich people, is telling you now what you have to adopt the rich mentality. So I grouped those two together because you can see how they come together. And then in so many words, that's how and when your new age now is being created. Then now you have the whole new age shit that's selling you a spirituality of feeling good. Now that spirituality becomes, you don't want no negativity, you being optimistic, and you cannot be optimistic if you're refuting the negativity. To truly be optimistic, what that truly means is that you are acknowledging the negativity and now you have a positive outlook on shit. Which means you're going through some bullshit, hey, there's something good coming out of it, man. But that doesn't mean it ain't no bullshit. It is some bullshit. But then once you're going to learn from it, it's no longer... Do you see what I'm saying? They're not selling you a dream. So I'm saying that to say, just like I talked about Steve Harvey, Derrick Jackson, they're selling you all that shit for your bitches, then what is it that all of you motherfuckers are craved for? Material gain. In other words, they're telling you, you don't have to suck somebody else's game. So the whole manifestation now, that's why the self-help movement, it's not truly a self-help. They're telling you to self-help to get a better job. They're telling you to self-help to have material gain. And true self-help has to do with you being in alignment with your purpose. Your purpose has nothing to do with you having money. Sure, you may have money too. This is why when you fully become developed, you having money, You know what I'm saying? I'll give you I having a guy like Steve Jobs. I don't know too much about him, but so far what I was able to see from being a junkie, willing to help people, of course he's making his money too, but you know what I'm saying? There's a fucking exchange here. No wonder why this nigga gave you the apple too. You biting that apple. God damn it. Do I need to say more, my niggas? I will, of course. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get you the shit. And unfortunately, I mean, I hope she doesn't fall for that trap, baby girl. But then again, we all have our path. It is what it is. So now, I was able to put a couple things together. She's working with this nigga on some manifestation shit. So it's gonna be some big shit on some national shit to sell you a bigger dream. Because like I said, there's no such thing as manifestation. In the sense of it takes you. You're not manifesting something you're not. That's why motherfuckers are coming up with all different techniques. Oh, you're not doing this right. You need to do this. You're not to do this right. You don't have any money. Go ahead. Nigga, you don't have money? Listen. As long as you being abundant in yourself doesn't mean you got to spend your last dollar. It may require for you to do that too. You would know. That's not me for you to tell you. You would know. And then at times, you don't have the money to spend, nigga, shit. You know what I'm saying? To be abundant, it also requires for you to know what you have too. If you're not happy with what you have, nigga, let me say this. If you're not happy with what you have, you're not going to be fucking happy with more. If you're not happy with less, you're not going to be happy with more. Now me, shit, I've been on E all my life. So having more, oh shit, nigga. All right, shit. Will I enjoy it? Hell, motherfucking yeah. Would that change me though? I mean, I'm not saying change in a sense in a bad way. You should welcome change. I'm all nigga. Nigga, I wouldn't be here if I didn't change. Trust and believe. But the changing of what I'm talking about here is in terms of being Hollywood, nigga. This is you now changing in the sense of what you have is defining you. That's what I'm saying. Whereas, used to be whatever the fuck. But I'm saying all of that to say, I don't want to get caught up in that political bullshit because, be careful of interpretations. What I'm telling you here is not interpretations. Because, what I'm saying, that's why I had to cut it short because there's different interpretations. And that's the very thing that I'm telling you, not to fall into those fucking interpretations. The interpretations is this. For instance, can you be happy if you have money? Yes. But can you also be happy if you don't have money? Yes. That's what I'm telling you. So don't fall for the okie doke in terms of, that back and forth, or let's analyze you having money now. It's going to make you more or happier. Like none of that shit. Those are all interpretations. If you're going to fall for that shit, have at it. But ultimately, I'm telling you the essence on the mastery level. It's not going to fade you, bro. Does it mean you're not experiencing what you didn't have? Of course you didn't have it. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, okay, I'll give you a perfect example. Jay-Z. One of his lines, he said, yeah, I floss because I never had shit. Look at Jay-Z now. Jay-Z, when he first started, used to have this gold chain and all that shit. This nigga now is a billionaire. Why is he not wearing those gold shit, those gold chain, nigga? So, can you evolve through you having money? Yeah, that's why niggas that have money, it's like, yo, man, like, We get it. Niggas that didn't have money, who discovered money, listen, don't get caught in that political shit. Yes, if you got to go through your rites of passage, but ultimately the truth is going to be this, and this is what I'm fucking telling you. Like, Jay-Z now has more money than he ever had. Why is he not wearing fucking golden chains? I speak for the great listeners. So that's what I mean, having, like, Will Smith. He talks about the low cliff, high cliff, whatever the fuck, hieroglyphics. What he's telling you again, you're not happy with you? You're never gonna be happy, nigga. And when you're happy with you, 50 Cent said it too. Not like that, but he said, you know, success cost him his baby mama, his kids going against him, and that's what Biggie was telling you too. More money, more problems. Some niggas would tell you, hey, guess what, man? How does more money, more problem make sense? Don't get cut in the interpretation of bullshit. Yeah, you're gonna live a better life, but yet, again, you gotta listen to what they telling you too, motherfucker. What they telling you to, just like, nigga. A nigga just sued Tyler Perry for $256 million. I'm not saying if this is true or not. Do you think he would have done the same if Tyler Perry didn't have that money? How many niggas may have harassed you and that you just, all right, fuck you, nigga, I'm out. Again, I'm not talking in terms of what's right, what's not right, this nigga gay, not nigga not gay, whatever dick he's sucking, I know that's not the dick that I'm sucking myself. Because the dick that I'm sucking is right here. and the dick he's sucking, I don't feel it in my mouth. So I'm telling you, man, those flowery speech, stay away from it. The self-improvement shit is good. It's good. But have the spirit of discernment. And Aaron, oh man, I hope you don't fall for that trap, baby girl. But it is what it is. Because the spirit work is the ultimate work. You knowing who you are, your purpose, is the true work. Not how to manifest. You're already manifesting. None of you motherfuckers have a manifestation issue. If anybody telling you, giving you new techniques, what you're not doing, it's never gonna work for you. How long has the fucking secret came out? How long this fucking manifestation been out? Why there's always a new trick? Come on, my niggas. Come on now, my niggas. There's a new trick every fucking week. There's something you didn't do. There's your emotion that's not matching. Nigga. No. You cannot put fresh wine into an old bottle. That's not, I understand the manifestation shit, because what that implies is, as you change, now your environment is changing. That's the manifestation. Now I get it. But there's no such thing. That's why there's no such thing as the law of manifestation in itself. Because your vibration is already reflecting that. The law of mirror is already telling you about what you're mirroring around you, my niggas. Those are flowery fucking speech. They sound good. But none of them is becoming this shit now. I was trying to get you to see the history on how now you're going to have that prosperity spirituality, and that you already have it. It's your manifestation. The only reason why these niggas are telling you spiritual, you know why? Because you can manifest. Really? Really? That's just a side effect of you. This is a distraction to what you need to truly be focused on. which is you. And when you focus on you, I'm telling you, man, it doesn't matter where you... Nigga, listen. Okay, I'll give you a perfect example. I was raised in Haiti, right? There was this tailor guy. He was known by the fucking community. Was he rich? No. I mean, this is why when they tell you God would always feed you, because when you build on your strength, everybody knew this guy. If you're trying to get your clothes to be custom tailor made, that's the nigga you go see. He was known around town. I mean, around fucking town. He was not no Louis Vuitton nigga. Then that's what Louis Vuitton or Gucci or Cartier, whoever the fuck you following as designer clothes, that's what these niggas became now. This luxury dress. That's why they took it on a whole other level. That's when you have your fashion show. Now the fashion is no longer of what you wear on you, but it's a self-expression. Understand the fucking game. And again, I'm not against none of this shit. But like this tailor who was on his fucking mission, that's what he was doing. That's what he loved doing. He was known. He was not rich. Maybe he needed some rich dad, poor dad shit. Hey, it's open for, again, interpretations. But this nigga was fulfilled, was working in the community, and he was always fed because of his skill, what he has, his passion, and he was good at what he did, what he does, whatever the fuck. Now, that's what you need, your passion. Well, do you want to become Louis Vuitton, all these niggas? I'll leave that up to you. That's not the point. But the bottom line of what I'm saying is the true focus is your spiritual self. It's your true development. Not those side effects. Not you becoming, again, whenever they're selling you that shit, it's almost, there's a technique. There's no technique in you being you. It's either you being yourself or you're not being yourself. If you're going to be yourself, well, guess what, motherfucker? Embrace what you love. Do what you love. That's all it is. And are you going to manifest? Fuck yeah, you don't have a manifestation problem. Because if you already fucked up and your environment is fucked up, you successfully manifested that. So you don't have a manifestation problem. Hello? Like, if Aaron, I manifested my fucked up life. I'm living fucked uply. I'm good. So now, if you're going to manifest anything else, then you have to become more. And what that is simply a reflection, a low vibration, who you are. Just like for me, certain people, I never really hang out with them. I never really was with them, but I didn't know myself. But they were in my circle. Understand this. So now as I became more of me, then now I changed my circles. It ain't really like I changed, I wasn't being myself. I was always my motherfucking self. But as I became more of motherfucking me, knowing who I was, knowing the integrity that I embodied, when I fully embodied that, well, nigga, I ain't fucking with you because you're not about yourself. And of course, guess what's going to happen? My environment will change. And before your environment change, guess what's going to happen? Well, you're going to have to be alone, nigga. That's part of that transition. Because now that's why they tell you, hey, man, as you're changing, don't let, you being, let's just say, lonely, get you back to deal with fucked up shit that you knew that was fucked up. All of this is truly, in between parentheses, part of your manifestation. But really, the law of vibration, you are mirroring your shit. So before it takes place, nigga, you're going to have to go through what you need to go through. And all of us who came through a fucked up environment, you're trying to do something productive, well, guess what? You're going to have to lose those friends. And that environment. All that shit's going to have to take place. And in the process of that, because that's what you knew, now you're stepping up for yourself. Oh, it's the road less traveled. It's gonna be lonely. Yes, nigga. And that's the choice that I made. I'm dying our shit, nigga. I'm behind it all shit. Till the wheel fall off, nigga. And I'm saying, I'm gonna suck this dick. Listen, man. I don't know. I don't know if I would ever stop. And I'll never stop. Even when I find my queen. Even when I have my pussy in my mouth. Her pussy's gonna be there with my dick, baby. I'm eating you out with my dick in my mouth, bitch. I'm eating your ass out with my dick in my mouth, bitch. Fuck out of here. So don't fall for those flowery speech. They sound good. They give you the element of what you're already experiencing. But it's not the ultimate truth. This is why we call these guys thieves. They sound like the true Christ, but they're not. The ultimate goal of man, if you truly understand manifestation, you shouldn't be stuck in manifestation. You should be stuck on you. Why are you looking for a technique instead of you focusing on you? You see the difference? So now, I believe, allegedly, they are recruiting her, of course, because she's been so vocally, and then she's getting numbers, which means people are listening. And then now to put her into the biggest scale. And then guess what? She will literally manifest that manifestation speech to be with those other manifestation motherfuckers, with those other skimmers. Now, I'm not saying she's skimming you right now. It's not what I'm saying. Just telling you to be careful. She might even be skimming herself. She doesn't even know it. But then again, I'm not pointing the finger. I love her content and I listen to her, so I know there's more to her. I got to say that too. You know, she does all that sign or spirit languages. Yo, she's very good. I felt her spirit. I tapped into it. I'm just saying. Be careful, baby girl. Be careful. Because there's a thin line. Be careful. That's what I'm saying. Because now, then that's what the secret was able to do. They opened up a whole new door for the law of manifestation, but also what I would call today as that prosperity spirituality shit. Where, you know, that dark-skinned nigga from the South, I can't remember his name. Is he Rich something? I can't recall. You know what I'm saying? But he started inserting that into, you know, because he was a pastor, then he was talking about prosperity. God does not want you to be broke. God is not broke. The universe belongs to God. Yes. Oh, that flowery speech. Flowery speech. Do not fall for the okie doke. I'm not saying what he's saying is false neither. I'm saying when you find your purpose, it may not have to be that. Fulfilling your purpose, hey, you may become a millionaire, a fucking millionaire, or you may not. Gundy, all of these other motherfuckers were not fucking millionaires. Find your fucking purpose that will bring or add something to the community that we in. I'd love to see it. But don't confuse that for motherfucking prosperity, nigga. You have niggas who have money who are conscious. You have niggas who do not have money who are also conscious. Consciousness it's not a behavior-based shit. It's you in the internal. And then somehow your actions will stem from that. but not for me. Like, for instance, you have niggas that are conscious who do not smoke. I'm a conscious nigga that smoke, nigga. Give me all the smoke talk. Oh, you said you love yourself, but you smoke, right? Give it to me. I guess I don't. You should try to stick your dick in then, and I'll let you know how much I love myself. Do not fall for the fucking interpretation of shit. These are all fucking interpretations. This is why when I tell you guys, the Chinese, they understand that. They talk about the drunken master. They understand the master in different field. Your shamans. Some of those niggas who are in tune with fucking nature, they smoke too, don't they? Oh, did they not know? Oh, did they not love themselves? Oh, because you smoke and then... Nah, nigga, this shit's beyond this. There was a nigga who was probably 105 years old, right? And then people was asking him, how did you get to live this long? He hold his glass. Nigga, I drink. Do not fall for interpretations. And that doesn't mean neither, because he drinks, for you to follow you. Consciousness is consciousness. Interpretation is something else. Interpretation, that's where the flowery speech comes in. Some niggas, you conscious you smoke, good. You conscious you don't smoke, good. It works for you, good. It does, good. Now, shit, man. I'm speaking from a different perspective here. And let me just say, but anyway, I'm not even going to go there. Just like eating the right food can help your consciousness. Yes, it does. It can. But to think just eating food is going to help your consciousness, nigga, you fucked up. Listen. If you're conscious, you may choose not to smoke. But not smoking doesn't confine you, doesn't reveal you being conscious. One has to do with the other, but the other doesn't have to do with this one. Do you understand? You not smoking doesn't make you conscious. You may be conscious, choose not to smoke. My consciousness leads me to smoke, nigga. And nigga. Get yours, nigga. There's not a one-way of doing anything. When you do that, now it becomes behavior-based. When it's behavior-based now, this is when niggas can fake now. This is when you have the fake niggas who's acting a certain way to project that this is who they are. Now, I have dreads out of my consciousness, nigga. But having dread does not make you fucking conscious. There's a difference. So anyway, I wanted to address the flowery speech that is taking place. I want you to understand the collective consciousness, what's taking place now. The law of the scam behind the law of manifestation, all of that shit. Because ultimately, if you're going to talk about the law of manifestation, how do you talk about the law and without talking about you? How is that becoming a focus of yours when you're not the focus? Can you see how this is a never-ending battle anyway? Because you're still going to keep biting your tails. There's a new technique. There's this, there's that. Whereas none of that shit fucking matters, nigga. When you change, and your environment will change. If you're not happy with little, you will not fucking be happy with a whole lot. I don't give a fuck how you're manifesting, what technique you're using, or Zen, you fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Those are flowery interpretation bullshit. And regardless of what your interpretation is, it's never, that's why you can never force God on nobody else. Because at the end of the day, we are all testifying what we have witnessed of what God is to our lives. What God means to my life may not mean the same shit to your fucking life. But the ultimate truth is, when you find the God or how God manifests in your life, well, nigga, then our conversation may be different. You cannot fake this funk, bro. That direct experience with God, you cannot fake that. You could act a certain way, to fake other people, which is, it's not even beneficial to you, because now you faking your own self. You playing your own self. Do you want to sound smart, or would you rather be smart? And if you are smart, yes, you will sound smart, but guess what? You sounding smart wouldn't have anything to do with using big words. It would be in what you're saying and how you're saying it. You could use big words all you want. You could show me you're literate. You read, your vocabulary strong. That shit don't mean nothing to me, motherfucker. You can't fool me. Fuck you and your vocabulary, nigga. See, then again, man, you cannot fake the funk, man. So all that shit they're giving you is distraction. Self-improvement has become such a great thing. At first, I loved it. I still do. I respect it for what it is. But ultimately, that self-improvement leads to what? Prosperity gain. Yo, I've been to a couple of events, and this shit's gonna start taking place now. And it has already been taking place. Now, a social event on making you feel good. Now, niggas like this bitch I was telling you, she was the one who invited me to this social event I went to. And then I went and I saw all these niggas was fake. Those are the bitch telling you, making your next move your best move. Now, listen, I talk that shit too, but not like this. My next move's always gonna be my best move, nigga, because it comes from within. Like I said, the bitches worry about legacy. Like, nigga, put yourself together now. You don't even have 10. Like, Nick, this bitch can even take care of you, nigga. And then you want to build generational wealth? See, this shit is selling now. It's being sold. These insurance niggas, that's how they approach you. How would you feel about your loved ones? And then you leave them in like, nigga, let them to figure it out. That's what I tell them. And not to be selfish, we all got to figure shit out. This is why when you're raising your kids, the key is not, why the fuck you not want your kids to make mistakes? No, you want them to make mistakes. You give them the tools to have a better understanding of their mistakes, and then they may eventually avoid certain mistakes. But if that's what it takes, that's what it takes, bitch. That includes my son and my daughter. Nigga, I will see you later. Now, this is you looking at me now, but hey, man, truly, this is you looking at me later. You understand? Daddy loves you too. Of course. But I gotta give you that medicine though. You know what I'm saying? That's the knowledge that cannot please you. And listen, man. If you're gonna go with what works, man, listen, man, this is when you're not putting your feeling aside, not in a sense of refuting your feelings. You're putting it aside to have a greater understanding, to develop, to feel better, nigga. This is not about suppressing your emotions. You put it on the side, You're gonna make it better. That's what this shit is. Because you're gonna need all your emotions, nigga. Man, it feels like I'm giving already a letter to these niggas. But don't worry, Daddy will be with you shortly. Or you're gonna get this in person. You know, we gotta go through what we're going through now. But this letter that I'm writing you, you're gonna get it in person, niggas. Anyway, going back to regular scheduling. You know what I'm saying? My motherfucking niggas. You can't put this shit aside, man. It's real work. The transformation, it takes you. You are the way. Again, accountability is the first step. It starts with you and it ends with you. Now, the reason why I say accountability, because it starts there. Then you understand now, as you start taking accountability, like I tell people, like for me, you know, that's why I embody the things that I went through. I needed these people. If I remove these people away from my greatness, I wouldn't be this great. You know? Like, you know what I'm saying? Hammer shatters glasses, but it forges fucking weapon, man. Swords. I needed to be forged as a motherfucking sword, man. And see, that's when now you start thinking from a universal perspective. Just like in life, you have your organic food, you also have your poison, man. Nature kills you. Good and bad happens. You have to embrace all these things. But your interpretation of it matters. But don't fall for the phony interpretation, your interpretation in terms of how it's going to help you with your connection with the divine. Because ultimately, when you experience God, it's something personal. That's when I was talking about realization, it's personal. When you realize certain things, you go to your essence. Like for me, you can't tell me shit. I know what I know. And I'm not saying you can't tell me shit because I don't listen to you. In fact, I'm listening, but you're not saying enough. Because I know what you're saying and I know what I experienced, nigga. I know what I know. This is not coming from a cocky place at all. Don't get this fucked up. This is coming, we speak in authority, humbly, and at the same time, it's the idea of being big is small. It's like, it's humbly, like when you know you, nigga. I ain't trying to step on nobody, man, but me knowing what I know, nigga. And me knowing what I know, and I know what you're saying don't add up to what I know. Because I experience, I can explain what you're saying to me better than you saying it to me. That's why what you say to me holds no fucking weight. And what I'm saying to you, you gotta see it for yourself. Then when you see it for yourself, then you'll be like, yeah, I like nigga, I know. Oh, I know. It was for you to know, see it for yourself. That's why you can never like force God to nobody. If you're forcing anything to anybody, you're forcing them to see things the way you see things. But if he's gonna talk about the truth, well, the truth is gonna be the truth, man. It's gonna be this, nigga. You conscious, you smoke. You conscious, you don't smoke. Consciousness, either way, you're gonna be conscious, nigga. That's why it's not behavior based. This is not now I gotta dress up in this to appear to you, or say certain words, or to pose a certain way. Nah. Some may choose to do that. Great. I choose the nigga route, nigga. I don't give a fuck. Oh, fuck. You know what I'm saying? I don't even say all that because I'm giving, oh, fuck. I'm keeping all that shit for myself. But anyway, man. So ultimately, you know, what I truly was talking about here too is the collective consciousness. Part of your culture, part of what we're experiencing, for you to understand, you know, that prosperity, that abundance that's being sold is becoming to a point where, and this is what's going to be, that this is where this shit is heading. There's going to be social events about you feeling good. It's the best. You feel, you make, they selling you, you know what I'm saying? Robert Kiyosaki understand that shit. This nigga, listen. And I'm telling you because I bought some of this book. I want to return them shits. Fuck you, nigga. You know what I'm saying? All this book that the nigga had talking about the same thing. Really, I mean, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, trust me, that's all you need. You don't need nothing else. Then he has Corporate EPS, S, E, whatever the fuck, I don't even recall. You know what I'm saying? That was way back in the days for me. But, well, I mean, not, oh shit, nigga, I was 21. I am double that digits now. So, yeah, that was, it's been a minute. It's been a minute. But I'm saying all of that to say, none of that necessary, bro. Them niggas are selling you a dream, and this is the biggest market. What do you think marketing is doing you about the clothes, whatever the fuck? Making you feel good, man. That's ultimately what it is. You know what I'm saying? Act like a man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all bitches, man. Act like niggas, man. You got it. Now you're looking to how to get a nigga while you acting like a nigga. Oh, let me just say, no, you're just thinking like one. Yo, this shit was so fucking ironic. Even in the movie cast, a lot of the actors, nah, I don't agree with that. And then these niggas are doing the job. Kevin Hart was in it. All these niggas, you know what I'm saying? They tell you, hey, man, this shit's popular. I'm getting my money. Technically, that's what these niggas were telling you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got 90 minutes, like 90 days with a nigga to do what? And then marriage is your ultimate goal. And then after you get married with the nigga, and then is that the end of it? Oh, you still got to put in some work, huh? So, anyway, I'm not even going to go there. But I'm trying to get you to see the collective consciousness. And now they're selling you this flowery speech, the law of manifestation. There's going to be more techniques and more techniques. For you, if you're not manifesting, nigga, there's something, I don't know. You're not doing right. And guess what? You did perfectly everything right. If you live in a fucked up environment with a fucked up mind, nigga. That was perfectly mine. So now what you need to be concerned with if you want to change your environment is for you to change. And as you change for your environment, I mean, it's a process. Then guess what? You're going to mirror that. I mean, if that's what you believe in, as you changing, it's the same thing. Every change comes with a change, including yourself, your environment, your feelings, and then now the people, some of us who have changed, now we're giving you some of the symptoms. Isolation, embrace it. All of that, embrace it. Without necessarily speaking of manifestation, so to speak, but the manifestation that they're saying, that's what they mean. I get it. But in terms of manifestation in itself, that does not fucking exist. Get it? But in terms of what they mean in the manifestation, that's why as I'm talking about this, I'm saying manifestation. But what you're really doing is reflecting your reality based on you. And if it's based on you, then you are your mission. This is your true spiritual focus. Unless now you're becoming as fake as they are, instead of you getting a hard job or working hard, now what you're doing is you're using the manifestation as they're using it now, not for you to change, but for you to get a better car. Not for you to acknowledge your true God in you, your true essence, or how you work, how you reflect in your reality, but it's for you to get a nice car now. It's for you, for the bank account to go higher. That's what you're buying. And that's what these motherfuckers, and that's what the market's gonna turn into now. I went to those social event that's talking about black businesses and excellence. It's a bunch of motherfuckers flossing. Hey, look what I got. What do you have? That's what that circle is. And then you want to get what I got? Ha 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 ha. Joke's on you. And then now you showing up, I got what you got now. Ha 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 ha. Those flowery fucking speech. Stay away from them. But anyway, it's over 2 hours, man. I'm gonna have to let you guys go. You already know love is love. You know what I'm saying? I said a whole lot here in time of the timeline, collective consciousness. You know what I'm saying? Get your medicine, nigga. But always remember, man, to do, you have to be. What you do for money, you do it badly. The remedy of the pain is in the pain. Aishin. Male.